Jakob Poeltl, Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes. It's interesting that Darko Rajakovic and the Raptors organization, as they've kind of mapped out their rest nights, have paired those three together, and then RJ now lumped with Ochai Agbaji in terms of alternating those rest nights. But I do think it's important to continue to build the chemistry, one between IQ and Scotty, obviously, is your two number one and number two guys that haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to play together this year. And then also, I think the chemistry between Quickly and Poeltl has been really important too, as the point guard and the center working on their pick and roll game. So those are the things, even as the minutes are limited and the rest nights are more frequent late in the season, that they're trying to really hone on going into the offseason and next season, just in terms of working on chemistry between their main players and having those guys back on the court tonight. It's important. I'll also say, as we watch the warm-ups here, an elite color matchup with the Charlotte Hornets in their teals and the Raptors in their purples. If nothing else, I'm looking forward to that tonight.
Yes, Josh. Warren, let's deal with a couple of the kids here. Starting tonight, Battle and Walter. Walter obviously started the season injured, and some 905 action, and has grown quite a bit. And Battle was undrafted. I mean, what have you seen out of these two guys this year?
Well, I'll start with Battle because Walter has, I think, made a bit more of an impact, but I think Battle is he's a sharpshooter, and he has a specialty. And in this league, if you have an elite skill, teams will pick you up, especially when you can shoot the basketball, because what that allows you to do is space the floor, and that makes other players better, literally indirectly. He's not even trying to do it, but because he can shoot the ball so well, you can't help off of him, which gives other guys like Quickly just that extra foot or two or inch or two for them to make a better move or better decision. So just the fact that he can shoot the ball, he can shoot the ball off the move, he can shoot the ball off the catch, he can put the ball on the floor. He's gotten better at making decisions. He's an improved defender. And I've seen him a lot at the 905 level, but I've also seen him here. And like I said, he's one of the best shooters in the league already. And that in itself, specialty. What I like about Walter, just poise. It's very hard to teach that, very hard for a guy his age to get in the paint and know how to make decisions with everything going on, because when you're in there watching, it's slow up here, but when you're in there, everything's really fast. So he's able to slow the game down in his mind and still able to make decisions on the floor that don't cause turnovers. He can affect winning, and the fact that he has the ability and the wherewithal to know when to pump fake, how to do it, and to get these guys to bite on his moves says a lot about his development. I think his ceiling is very, very high. He can continue to get better as a shooter, and just the fact that he's not scared of the moment, he's already proven he can take a pressure shot. Sky's the limit for him.
Wow, I mean, two guys that a year ago weren't even pro basketball players, weren't even in the Raptors' future, have a big stake here, have come a long way in the course of this season, and we look forward to how they evolve in the years to come. We'll come back and set up the opening tip-off for you next. This is Raptors Game Night live from Scotiabank Arena on TSN 1050.
Ugh, traffic. Uncomfortable, am I right? Look, I can't get you home any sooner, but what I can do is make your life more comfortable when you get there. That's because Leon's Comfort Sale is on, wait for it, now. Get 50% off select sofas and sectionals like the Jessica sofa, only $6.99, or 50% off select mattresses. Plus, get amazing offers on financing. Now honk the horn. The sale is ending Wednesday. Leon's. Now that's comfortable. Visit leons.ca today.
At Honda, we take pride in building the CR-V Sport here in Allison, Ontario. And with all-wheel drive, plus a suite of Honda sensing technologies, we made sure it can handle Ontario winters. But you're probably wondering, what's with the one-touch power moonroof? Well, Ontario, we hold on to the hope that one day winter will be over. Get ready for spring and adventure with the Honda CR-V Sport. Lease with rates from 1.99% for 36 months, plus get a $1,500 Honda bonus. OAC conditions apply. Made with domestic and imported parts. See HondaOntario.com.
I'm standing proudly for Canada. Hi, this is Arlene Dickinson. I am so proud that Canadians are standing together. We're using our voices, and we're supporting Canadian businesses and
What's up, basketball fans? Thank you all for hanging out with us this afternoon, this evening, this morning, wherever it is where you are watching from. It's very important. This next step is so important. Bring more basketball fans here to the chat to help us raise money for SickKids Hospital in Toronto just by hitting that like button and sharing this link out to all of your friends on social media. Got a special message from Joe Bowen. Thank you for hitting the like. Thank you for sharing this out and helping us build this awesome community. Good luck to your team. We'll see you in the chat.
This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So like, subscribe, and share, because every click impacts SickKids' mission to heal the future.
See how much you could save. Download the Wise app today. Wise, the app for doing things in other currencies. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6081. That's 1-800-353-6081. Again, 1-800-353-6081.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And getting set to take on the Charlotte Hornets tonight here at Scotiabank Arena. Welcome aboard, Tangerine Raptors basketball. Jim Taddy high above the action. Let's go down courtside now. Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Jonesy, the Raptors are rolling and hope to keep spinning tonight.
Yeah, they do, Jim. First, let's get the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets.
Forward number 0, Miles Bridges. Out of Arizona, a 6'5" forward wearing number 10 is Josh Green. Out of Duke, a 7-foot-tall center, number 5, Mark Williams. From Tulsa, a 6'5" guard, number 3, Daquan Jeffries. And out of Colorado, a 6'2" guard, number 25, KJ Simpson. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the Charlotte Hornets is Charles Lee.
All right, Charles Lee, the head coach of the Hornets, a guy that was right in the mix, down to one of the final 3 candidates before the Raptors hired Darko Rajakovic. And now, after a year in Boston and a championship, he is the head coach in Charlotte. Josh Green, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Daquan Jeffries, and KJ Simpson. The starters for Charlotte. Raptors starters about to be introduced, and we'll tell you that they're going to bring them out in a minute. But first, tonight's starting lineup is driven by Subaru. Get out in winter. I hope we don't have too much more winter.
No.
With standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive, visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. The pyrotechnics going off, the lights down, and looks like a pretty good crowd, and I'm sure some of them wanted to see LaMelo, but they're going to have to wait till the next trip in next year, although the Hornets come back here, the next trip in next year. Here's Mark Strong, and it's time to bring out the hometown squad, the Toronto Raptors.
Rocket from Maryland, the Wildcat moving 0 to 100 swiftly. You know who? IQ Emmanuel. Quickly. At small forward, rocking on hear for Jacoby Walter. And at 6'8" from Florida State, make some noise for your boy, Scotty Barnes. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Darko Rajakovic.
All right, they ring the bell. So let's get it going. Raptors and the Hornets set to tip it off. David Guthrie, the veteran. Number 16, Jason Goldenberg wearing 35. And CJ Washington, number 12, will be the officials tonight. Raptors have been on a good streak lately, Javon, and listen, since January has rolled around, the Raptors have had a pretty good record. 19-21 since January. It's almost 500, and you know they haven't had everybody in the lineup either.
You're talking about the lineups. They've had 34 different starting lineups, 8 most in the NBA. But to your point, you know, when you talk about how well they've played, you also have to keep in mind how well the defense has been, right? And the effort. And you seen it Wednesday against the Nets, where they just coughed up. They forced turnovers, 20 turnovers, leading to 30 points off of those turnovers, right? And they've been, since the break, one of the better defensive teams in the league. And Coach Darko touched on it in the pregame presser. You know, it's something that they've worked at. They've kept pounding the rock. And, you know, the thing about defense is there's the effort component, but there's also like your team defense, the systems, the positioning.
An intentional component.
Very intentional.
Yeah.
And that takes time, especially when, you know, and I just mentioned the number, the amount of guys that are in and out of the lineup. It's hard to get that level of consistency and just understanding and having guys on a string when you're in and out of the lineup. So the Raptors have done a good job, despite that, of getting their defense to this point.
Raptors wearing the black with the throwback Vince Carter dunk, emulated by the Raptor on the front, and they move right to left toward Bay Street. Jacoby Walter, 3, far side, no good. The Hornets in the mint green. Raptors get the rebound, second chance opportunity. Barnes gets it to Quickly in the lane, lefty shot blocked by Mark Williams. Here comes Miles Bridges, front court. Gets it to Daquan Jeffries, back to Bridges, works right, far side to Williams in the lane. Great pass, down low, dunked down by Jeffries, and Charlotte goes up 2-0.
That's 2 big plays by Mark Williams, the block on IQ, and then the drop pass, little touch pass inside.
Raptors run the screen and roll there. Scotty down the middle of the lane to Pirtle, who rolls and lays it home. Game tied at 2. We're 1 minute in first quarter.
Talk about the work on the inside and the tough catch by Pirtle, and acrobatically makes the finish between 2 defenders.
KJ Simpson up top on the bounce. Long 3 in the air, good. Well, the youngster knocked it down out of Colorado. He's on a 2-way contract, and they're worried about how many games he's played with the big club as a 2-way guy.
You're looking at his numbers, only 23% from the three-point line, but definitely a tough one off of the bounce from 3.
Pirtle misses the floater. Back comes Jeffries. Up top to Bridges. Drives on Barnes, finds Jeffries, far side, left wing above the arc, right hand to the middle. Gets it to Bridges. On the bounce against Barnes, beats Scotty, gets into the lane, the righty floater, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Quickly up the middle of the court. Long post up to Barnes, who lays it in. The pass was about 45 feet, and Scotty had room between the broken circle and the basket, went up and got it and laid it in.
Well, he did a great job rim running, but also keeping KJ Simpson on his high side so that they could advance the basketball pretty easy too.
Jacoby Walter with the steal. Jamison battle 3, no good. Rebound Pirtle, kick out Quickly, 3 in the bottom of the well.
One of the best threes in the game off of an offensive rebound. All green shirts are in the paint. Emmanuel Quickly walking into that 3.
7-5 Toronto. Bridges up top. Gets it to Green. Now Bridges on the bounce, works near side. Kicks it far side, left wing above the arc. Simpson, shot clock at 5. Inside to Williams, knocked away, stolen by Toronto.
Talk about defense doing a good job on Bridges and Simpson Jr. there, not allowing them to just use the screen.
Quickly floats it up, no good, no foul. Looked like it was swept off the rim. But the Raptors get it back. Quickly. On the bounce, step back 3, got it. Timeout, Charles Lee and Charlotte. Raptors up 10-5. Quickly drops it in the bottom of the well.
That's his in quickly fashion, right? That's his 40th off the bounce, off the dribble, 3-point shot for the season, most on the team, and he's really comfortable handling the rock. Knocked down that first walk-in 3 off the offensive rebound. That second one gets a lot easier.
8:49 first quarter. Let's take a break. Toronto 10, Charlotte 5. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Going on vacation? Spending money in another currency? From dollars to dong, pounds to pesos. If you're still using major banks, you could be getting ripped off. Instead, use Wise and save up to 3 times compared to major banks when you spend money in another currency. Download the Wise app today. Wise, the app for doing things in other currencies. Terms and conditions apply.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuss shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Touchdown. Great catch. Give me a high five. 5 minutes later. Interception. Awesome play. Give me a high five. 2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2 for $1 pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium 1-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2 for $1 pizza. 2 for $1. First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Back in Toronto. 8:49 to go first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. 10-5 they lead. And Charlotte has had to stop the train very quickly, Javon. Raptors shooting it well. 2 of 4 from behind the arc.
That's what you always want, right? It's for the opposing coach to have to call that first time out.
Yeah.
To your point, shooting the basketball well. 2 of the 4 threes have come from Emmanuel Quickly. We talked about the easy one he got off the offensive rebound, and just seeing that ball go in, right, makes that off the dribble shot that he took on the second one a lot more easier. That rim starts to open up, that rim starts to loosen up.
Charlotte in the mint green, coming front court left to right. Starters still on the floor for both teams. Bridges drives into the lane, floats it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Charlotte. And Scotty Barnes bending over. I don't know if he hurt a finger, wrist, something.
He's so gifted athletically. Bridges had a step on Scotty, and Scotty recovered and was able to contest the shot, making it a difficult one. Anybody else, he would have been able to make that bucket.
Catch and shoot 3 by the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, Daquan Jeffrey. Knocks it down near side. The 3 ball makes it 10-8 Toronto. Pirtle to Quickly in the lane, back to Pirtle. The floater short. Rebound Simpson. Front court. Gets it to Bridges on the drive. Blocked by Pirtle. Scotty engaged. Jakob got the block. Quickly back for Toronto. To Pirtle. Back to Quickly. Into the lane. The floater up. No good. Rebound knocked away. And it'll stay with Toronto. Love the chemistry that's developing in between Quickly and his big man, Pirtle. Quickly to inbound. Baseline left near side to Barnes. Scotty fall away jumper, no good. Near side, 16 feet. Here comes Charlotte. 7:45, first quarter. Williams on a post-up in the lane, a long post-up.
Kobe Walters fell in front there, cutting off Scotty's ankle to contest, but a good job by Miles Bridges making that pass to Williams down low.
Game tied at 10, 7.5, first quarter. Walter, corner three, no good. Rebound, knocked away by Green, goes to Bridges. Front court, Jeffries on the run, lays it up and in. Charlotte with 7 straight to go up, 12-10. 7-10, first quarter. Barnes up top on the lob to Pirtle. Pirtle waits, takes it down off the backboard,
You gotta
and lays
have
it in.
You got to have it to make the two, right? Scotty was looking for the lob. I don't know if Pirtle was looking for that. Went off the glass. Pirtle coming down with it, and then
didn't panic,
didn't panic. Just going up, being smarter about it.
Game tied at 12. Inside 7 minutes, first quarter. 3-ball, far side, no good from Jeffries. Rebound to Pirtle. Black-shirted Raptors coming right to left towards Bay Street. Quickly fouled on the floor, they say. And they're going to get it on KJ Simpson.
That's the worst place you can be if you're a defender, right? KJ Simpson trying to stop Emmanuel quickly at the three-point line, but he's already shifted into, his fifth gear. That's why you tell guys, stop them early, stop the basketball early, because if the offense gets a running start, you as a defender is at the mercy of the offense if you try and pick them up full speed at the three-point line. Good job by Emmanuel quickly with the recognition. Nobody stopping you, all right? Kick it into gear, change directions, pick up a foul.
Nick Smith Jr. into the ball game, replacing KJ Simpson. Raptors front court, quickly on the bounce. Works left, near side to the elbow, into the near corner, left side, 3-ball up and down in the bottom of the well for Jacoby Walter.
That's a really good, you can tell that shot was going in from the left his hands, right? Great energy, got great lift under his shot. Emmanuel quickly coming off the screen with pace and kicking it out.
5-0 Raptors run, gives them the lead. Jeffries to the hoop, great defense by Pirtle on the verticality, knocked away by Jeffries trying to get the rebound. It'll be Toronto ball.
Jeffries looking very aggressive out there, right? Made a couple shots early, attacking the basket, 7 points for him. He started the last 9 games for the Hornets, led just under 12 points, just under 3 rebounds.
Quickly, 3-ball up top, good, down the bottom of the well.
All right.
Ducked behind the screen of Pirtle, straight away, knocked out a 26-footer. 18-12, it's 8 in a row for Toronto.
Somebody better guard him. Jonathan Mobile doing a good job with the steal.
Mobile with the sweep and the steal on Bridges. Bridges recovers to block the shot, but the Raptors have it quickly. Deep three,
it's a heat check.
He was standing on the bottom of the Raptor logo.
34 feet out.
And couldn't get it down.
Well, he's gone 3 for 3, so I'm all right with that one.
Charlotte front court, Williams spins on Pirtle, and they got him on a travel on the spinning pivot. 5:24, first quarter. Raptors leading 18-12. They're in the midst of an 8-0 run. Battle, Walter, Pirtle, Mobo, and quickly in the black shirts moving right to left. Quickly, guarded by Nick Smith Jr. Kicks it back, Pirtle in the lane, floats it up and in. Show and go by Jakob. 10-0 run for Toronto, makes it 20-12.
Quickly coming off of that screen, they go under it again, but he doesn't settle at the three-point line, gets that kick back to Pirtle, and Pirtle, like you mentioned, that shoulder fake gets Williams in the air, gives him that split-second advantage for the push shot.
Bridges deep three, no good. Here comes Toronto. Quickly front court, changes speed into the lane, finds Pirtle. The stop and go, but his pass knocked away. Nick Smith Jr. with the run out, and he'll lay it in. Timeout Darko. 4:41 first quarter, 2014. The bucket by Smith breaks the 10-0 Toronto run. We'll take a break. 2014, Toronto leading Charlotte. 4:41 first quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Honda, we take pride in building the CR-V Sport here in Allison, Ontario. And with all-wheel drive, plus a suite of Honda sensing technologies, we made sure it can handle Ontario winters. But you're probably wondering, what's with the one-touch power moonroof? Well, Ontario, we hold on to the hope that one day winter will be over. Get ready for spring and adventure with the Honda CR-V Sport. Lease with rates from 1.99% for 36 months, plus get a $1,500 Honda bonus. OAC conditions apply. Made with domestic and imported parts. See HondaOntario.com.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head. Beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Fiscal license 12616.
I'm standing on skates for Canada. Hi, this is Ron McLean. It's an honor to welcome you to Team Canada, where we all have a position on defense to buy Canadian products, support Canadian businesses, and protect Canadian workers. We all know what it means when it says Canada on the sweater. Let's make sure it says Canada on the label. Shop as if your country depends on it. Keep your money in Canada for Canada.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
4:41 first quarter. Raptors leading Charlotte 2014. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Cameron Moore down here beside us. Up top, Josh Lippa looking after Jim Taddy and Warren Ward. Back at Raptor Central, Owen Hall and technical producer Matt Cardadero. Have we got? What time does Michigan tip off?
I think they're the late game, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so you'll be sprinting like Beeline made you do wind sprints to get to the TV, huh?
I might not be able to leave the arena.
That's right. Well, we'll put it on in the media room for you.
You guys always take care of me. 9:39 on the dot. Not 9:40, Jonesy. 9:39. Everybody get around your TV.
Mobo with a three in the bottom of the well for Toronto. Raptors up 23-14. I don't care what Warren says. You're not nearly the diva he said you were. Now, what you said about Warren, though. Deep three, no good from Bridges. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Charlotte. Subs in for Toronto. Jamal Shed and Jonathan Mobo in there with Orlando Robinson. Two starters still on the floor for Toronto in Battle and Walter. Yusuf Nurkic into the ball game for Charlotte. Gets it to Bridges. Backs down on Shed. The double comes. Bridges in the lane, floats it up, no good. And they got the foul. It looks like it's going to go on Shed, and Jamal's like, what?
See, well, that's a different matchup for Bridges, right? He gets the ball on the right block. Scotty Barnes has been guarding him earlier. Great recognition. Does a good job of staying patient. And as Orlando Robinson comes down to help, he sweeps through to draw the foul at the basket.
Whatever Darko's saying in his protest to David Guthrie has both of them laughing. I didn't think Jamal got much of the ball at all.
I thought he was just standing his ground.
Yeah. Cole Swider into the ball game for Toronto. A young man that his third stint in the NBA. And looking to make some noise and show Toronto he belongs. Right now, Mobo in the lane, scoops it up, no good. Rebound. Here comes Charlotte. 23-16, they trail. Seth Curry into the game. Nurkic gets it to Seth. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Toronto ball. Darko calling the play as Jamal Shed brings it front court, directing Cole Swider on where to stand. Robinson up top, back to Shed. Deep three from Jamal, no good.
He thought about it a little bit too long.
Yeah.
He had about 2 seconds where he was wide open. You think, okay, you've been shooting the basketball well, right? Just tee it up.
Charles Lee with the play call. Front court, Nick Smith Jr. Jamal Shed right in his kitchen. Smith beats him into the corner. 3 ball in the air, no good. It's an air ball from Salon. Shed back for Toronto. All the way down the middle of the floor, lays it up and in.
Well, he makes up for it. Doesn't let the last shot bother him. What happens this time down the floor, gets more aggressive to the rack.
Bridges in the lane, floats it up, no good. TJ Salon with the tip, makes it 25-18. Charlotte cuts the lead to 7. Mobo back, his floater no good. Back comes Seth Curry. Front court, on the bounce. Curry guarded by Shed, works near side right wing above the arc. Got the switch on Swider, step back jumper, no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Toronto. Shed on the drive into the lane, floats it up and in again. Jamal.
Like that. Same angle,
Strength.
same spot. Getting to the left hand, using the right shoulder, bumps the defense off. And he makes it look easy, but it's pretty tough when you're shooting that basketball floating with the right hand.
Going
the defense
left.
is going left while the defense is trying to contest on the right side.
I hear you. Front court. Charlotte down 27-18, and the foul will go on Swider. He's also played with the Lakers, Heat, and Pistons. A total of now 29 NBA games. KJ Simpson and Moussa Diabate check in. Checking out. Nurkic. Charlotte ball, front court. Simpson on the drive, into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound tipped away, goes to Shed. Jamal up the far side, right wing. 27-18, Toronto, minute 50, first quarter. Barnes jabs, steps into a 3 and knocks it in the bottom of the well.
Yeah, more jabs than a boxer.
He looks at Saloon and says, hey man, I can make that. Smith Jr. into the lane. Stutter dribble, Scotty blocks the shot and comes away with the loose orange.
Well, so like I said before, Scotty covering so much ground. Smith Jr. thought he had an advantage, and Scotty's still there with reach, with the length.
Shed 3, no good. Rebound Orlando Robinson. Kick it out, Scotty tees up a 3, no good. Rebound on the ground, knocked away. Here comes Charlotte. Saloon on the run, floats it up, no good. And the Frenchman will go to the line for 2. 1:07 to go. First quarter, 30-18 Toronto. You know how coaches hate to give up that 30-point quarter, Javon. Nurkic checks back in. Smith checks out. (30-18) Toronto, 67 seconds to go. First quarter. Raptors are on to Philadelphia on Sunday night. Saloon, second free throw is good. Here comes Shed, front court. On the bounce, gets it to Barnes in the lane. On the elbow, near side. Squares up, the jumper good over Nurkic.
Simple basketball, right? They went to that zone. Scotty gets the ball at the high post, and he waves through. He waves through the corner so he can get a one-on-one matchup against Nurkic.
Swider crunched in the screen, went down, but now back on his feet. Here comes Toronto on the run. Robinson fouled. Orlando filling the far lane right side, got the pass, went to the cup. He was fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Smart. Notice Jamal Shed, a real point guard. Didn't give it to the big guy till all there was to do was catch it and put it in the basket.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Catch it, keep your stride, and finish. Right? And you'd be surprised at how many guys don't think about that full speed where they know the right play, but they give it up early, and now the big man has to put the ball on the floor.
Trouble.
Defense is
Trouble.
rotating over. They got to make a decision. Just not the position you want to put your big man in.
No.
Great recognition by Shed in transition on the fly.
Big man, full speed on catch and put it on the ground.
All bad. It's
Man,
all bad. It's a recipe for disaster.
Arthur Murray couldn't put the footsteps down properly. 32 seconds to go, first quarter. Robinson makes the lead 32-19 Toronto. 20 seconds to go. Nurkic in the lane, drives to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Everybody pointing every which way.
That's, again, Scotty being disruptive, right? Doing a good job pressing up on the perimeter, gets a switch, and still contests Nurkic from the backside at the rim.
Referee Jason Goldenberg says Charlotte ball. Nurkic backs in on Robinson, floats it up, no good. Rebound knocked away, out of bounds. Oh, they say it'll stay with Charlotte. KJ Simpson to inbound on the baseline. To Nurkic, back to Simpson. Nope, faked it on the guard around. Backs in. And they got a foul called on Robinson. He's just standing his ground. It's Nurkic the one throwing the elbows.
It is. And, I'm
Nurkic is one of those guys.
If he gets touched.
Yeah, he's on my top 10. I'm tough on the offense, but if you breathe on me on defense, I'm going down like there's a sniper in the fifth level.
I will say this. Prior to that play, I really like what Scotty Barnes is out there doing, right? He's really talking to his guys. Before the play gets inbounded, he's telling Mobo's matched up with Seth Curry, and he's telling him he's coming off. Right, and second, the ball gets inbounded, and he's already given instructions to Mobo, force Nurkic left, right? Because Nurkic is catching the basketball on that left post, and he's trying to get to that right hand over that left shoulder. Scotty's telling Mobo, stay on the high side, force him to the baseline where that help can come.
Nurkic makes one of two, 32-20 Toronto. 3.1 seconds to go, first quarter. Scotty. Upcourt pass to Swider on the catch, down to the baseline. Three in the air, no good. They got a good look. They ran a nice play. No basket.
And they got a good quarter. Plus 12, up 12 in the quarter.
Raptors with a 12-point lead, 32-20 after the first lap of the track. Second quarter, when we come back, you're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you checking your bracket during the commercial break like the rest of us? Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us. So why not make it official? Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a live game. We're on a mission to hit 100,000 insiders, and you can help us grow this amazing community of sports fans making a difference. Join the conversation. Keep it classy, and we'll see you in the chat. Good luck to your team and your bracket.
Time to pack up and go home.
But we just got here.
We've been here for 2 weeks.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've been to 5 museums, visited 4 churches, made pasta from scratch, done a food tour and a bike tour, and had a private opera class with a famous mezzo-soprano.
Wow, time really flies by.
With direct round-trip flights to Europe starting at $549 with carry-on baggage and a meal included, you don't want to let this offer fly by. Conditions apply. Air Transat. Travel moves us.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
(32-20), Toronto leading Charlotte. 1 quarter in the books. Pretty good quarter for Toronto. Offensively, not exactly burning it up with a percentage, Javon, only shooting 41%. But I will say that they've only turned it over once. Forced Charlotte
6 turnovers, Charlotte.
6 turnovers, 8 points. And then you look at the rebounding. The Raptors doing the job on the glass, out-rebounding Charlotte 14-12, holding them to 33%.
And, you know, obviously Toronto not shooting the best from the floor, but they're doing a good job on the offensive rebound. 6 there, so they're keeping the ball alive, keeping themselves engaged, and they have 10 more field goal attempts on basket than Charlotte.
Long jumper, no good to start the quarter for Charlotte. Back comes Toronto. Quickly, out there with Barnes, Shed, Pirtle, and Swider. 3-ball up top from Barnes, no good. Charlotte with the rebound. They come front court. Jeffries in the lane, beat the defense, but lost the ball. And that's turnover number 7 for the Wasps.
You know, Swider got lucky there because he had Jeffries, again, just lost the basketball, but he's so explosive, 6'5", 220, right? If he gets that burst before the three-point line, you're in trouble.
Corner 3 from Shed, no good. Rebound, here comes Jeffries. Gets it to Nurkic between the circles, up top. Simpson works right elbow, near side, jumper in the air, no good. Rebound, knocked away. Nurkic has it on Pirtle. Turns, tries to back him down, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Pirtle.
Great dig in by Jamal Shed from the top side, strong side, knowing that Nurkic is trying to get into the paint off that right hand.
Quickly in the lane, has it knocked away, gets it back, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Nurkic. Front court. Up top, Nurkic above the arc against Pirtle. Puts it on the ground, finds a cutting Green, misses the floater in the lane, rebound knocked away, and he'll stay with Charlotte. E.J. Lawson will check in. He'll replace Jamal Shed. 10-21 first half, 32-20 Toronto. Simpson to inbound, gets it to Green, to Nurkic on the elbow. Shot fake doesn't go. Now turns, backdoor cut to Green for an easy layup near side, right wing.
Swider got lost there and just wasn't really paying attention as Green took the step to Nurkic, loosens up the defense a bit and goes back door.
Quickly floater, no good, in the lane, off the split from Pirtle. Here comes Josh Green. Front court to Nurkic. Up top above the arc, back to Green. Turns the corner with a running start. Kicks it out. Jeffries cut off by Swider. Cross court, Nurkic, shot fake, shot clock at 5. Puts his head down, spins quickly over, almost stole it. They kick it out, and the deep three goes down by KJ Simpson. Quickly, that close to getting a steal as Nurkic turned his back on the bounce.
Yeah, the right gamble there with Nurkic turning his back, just a broken play. And the kick out to the shot. Now Scotty Barnes follows it up right now, just so comfortable getting to his mid-range shot with that pull-up going to his right.
Scotty's bucket makes it 34-25 Toronto. 9-10 second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Raptors with the steal. Oh, great pass by Quickly. He's coming down the left side near wing, turned to the sideline, was looking at the Charlotte bench and threw it back over his head to a cutting A.J. Lawson, who, I don't know if he wasn't expecting it or...
Well, it would have been on SportsCenter's top 10 plays.
Oh,
let's just say that. If they converted it, if they closed that one out, we got a top 10 play.
Instead, it's a turnover. Second of the night for Toronto. Josh Green, locked up by Cole Swider, dribbles it off Swider's foot. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Toronto. Front court. Near side, Josh Green into the lane, kicks it. Jeffries, corner 3, got it far side. I've been impressed with Jeffries' pluckiness.
He just seems to always be in go mode. You just feel his pressure because he's always in attack mode.
Quickly in the lane, kicks it out. They swing it to Mobo down Main Street. Nice find to Pirtle, who jams it down. Oh, he put it right on the head of Nurkic. 36-28 Toronto. Nurkic to Green into the lane. Leans on quickly, now throws it to the far side, and it's between two offensive players out of bounds into the front row. Raptors will get the turnover and bring it front court from right to left, attacking the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. E.J. Lawson brings it front court. Gets it to Robinson on the elbow, near side, left wing. Three in the air, no good from Quickly. Rebound knocked away. Mobo has it. Gets it to Quickly in the corner. Swider back up top to Quickly. IQ on the bounce. Gets into the lane. Kicks it far side. Mobo jumper, good. Down the bottom of the well. They're saying a long two for Mobo. They're saying it's a long two. Mobo got to just inch it back a little bit. Charlotte takes a timeout, so we'll take a break with them. 7:37. Emblematic of an airplane, and it's the Raptors flying right now. 38-28. Leading the Hornets by 10. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I don't want to say I'm a big deal, but I am a superhero. I love helping people consolidate their debts, and that's what I did for the Smiths. I took their bills and zoom! Wha-bam! Zap! Turn them into one low monthly payment. No, the sound's not necessary, but it's part of the fun.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Fiscal license 12616.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive, every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
.37 first half. 38-28, Raptors by 10. Their lead was as big as 13 at one juncture, but Charlotte's kind of hanging around. Let's see if the Raptors can put some more space between them and the Bugs before halftime.
You know, I mentioned Scotty's leadership and how vocal he's been on the court. Just a while ago, Swider's checking onto the court, checking back out onto the court. Scotty calls him over to give him some instruction, and you can see he really absorbed it. He really resonated with him because you could tell just by the eye contact. And I'm big on, you know, having your leaders as the vocal guy, not just the guy that has the basketball, not just the guguy that, you know, is talking when things go bad, but when things are going well as well, right? And that's extremely important. I thought that was, you know, with a 10-point lead right now and midway through your second, pulling him over and giving him instructions, big time.
Charlotte ball front court. Smith Jr., what a pass to Diabate, who laid it in. I mean, that thing had eyes. Like you talk about a seeing eye single in baseball. That thing skidded along from about 20 feet out right into the hands of Diabate.
Diabate, a Michigan guy, might I add. So I'm just going to throw that in there just so you know, just in case you weren't aware.
Just in case, huh?
Just in case you weren't aware.
Well, the Duke guy, Mark Williams, just fumbled it out of bounds. With the Michigan guy there, too, saying, I could have caught that. Diabate and Williams were behind the defense, and Williams couldn't handle the pass. If Bama shoots the three like that, like they did last night, Duke's in trouble.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the Lakers would be in trouble.
I'm telling you.
Can they shoot it like that? Who you like tomorrow in that one?
I'm not going to put myself on the line.
I will.
I'm not.
I will, only because
I done it enough all March Madness, and my inbox is full of people scrutinizing me.
Shed 3 up top, no good. Only because the only time I ever cheered for Duke is when they had R.J. Barrett. So you know who I'm cheering for. Raptors get the turnover and a run out. Shed on the run, jams it down. A two-hand flush.
And the entire
Jamal
bench,
Shed,
the entire bench is up celebrating.
Jamal swinging from the chandelier, hanging onto the rim, weighing himself on the shot clock. Makes it 40-30 Toronto. Nick Smith Jr. up top to Diabate. On the bounce, into the lane, floats it up and gets the bounce over Swider. 40-32, Raptor lead, cut to 8. Here they come, front court, 5:50, first half. Mobo, corner, 3, rattle, didn't go.
He's looked pretty confident letting that 3 ball go.
I like that.
Right, the one he missed, one he made earlier was just a foot in front of the line, but he still looked good getting shots up.
Jeffrey's 3 is no good, but the ball out of bounds off Toronto. They couldn't squeeze it, so it will stay with Charlotte. Charlotte inbound, right side, near wing. Smith up top. On the bounce into the lane. Has it knocked away. Gets it back. Shot clock at 3. 17-footer straight away, no good. Rebound Robinson.
He's not getting around Shed. Shed's just too low. So even when he used the ball screen, Shed was behind him, using his offhand, scooping the basketball from behind, making it difficult, disruptive.
Shed in the lane. Robinson jump hook, no good. Rebound Cologne. Tijan Salon goes front court. Misdirection step and lays it in. The Frenchman showing me something.
Got a Cholet basket. I remember playing against Cholet a couple times while I played in France.
40-34. Raptor lead cut to 6. Front court, Shed to Robinson. In the lane, kick out. Lawson 3, no good. Rebound, Charlotte. Here comes Bridges up the near side, right wing. Charlotte eating into the Toronto lead. Salon, far side, drive, lay it up and in. Well, the young rookie, 19 years old at 6'8" and 210, showing me something there. Walter, kick out. Mobo, 3, no good. Rebound, Salon. Charlotte looking to pull a little closer. 40-36 Toronto right now. 3 ball from Smith, no good. Rebound, Robinson. And Darko wants a timeout. 4 minutes on the nose to go. First half, 40-36 Toronto. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch. Give me a high five. 5 minutes later. Interception. Awesome play. Give me a high five. 2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium 1-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2-for-1 pizza.
At Honda, we take pride in building the CR-V Sport here in Allison, Ontario. And with all-wheel drive, plus a suite of Honda sensing technologies, we made sure it can handle Ontario winters. But you're probably wondering, what's with the one-touch power moonroof? Well, Ontario, we hold on to the hope that one day winter will be over. Get ready for spring and adventure with the Honda CR-V Sport. Lease with rates from 1.99% for 36 months, plus get a $1,500 Honda bonus. OAC conditions apply. Made with domestic and imported parts. See HondaOntario.com.
The Shaw Festival presents Anything Goes, a dazzling production of Cole Porter's timeless musical set on the SS American. Follow the antics of a nightclub singer as she navigates love triangles and hilarious hijinks on the high seas. Anything goes on this ocean liner, featuring spectacular tap dancing and hits like You're the Top. Don't miss Anything Goes at the Shaw. For tickets, go to shawfest.com.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
4 minutes to go, first half. 40-36. Toronto leading Charlotte by 4. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Cameron Moore downstairs, second row. Up top, Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg will join them at halftime. Back at Raptors Central, Matt Cardadero and producer Owen Hall. So the madness on the women's side, Dawn Staley and South Carolina survive in advance, beating Maryland 71-67, and we got a couple of Canadians. I do cheer for the Duke women. Emma Cable out of Port Colborne and Toby Fournier from Toronto. Both played for our Canadian team, and I'm wearing my member of the Board of Directors for Canada Basketball hat very proudly right now. They are into the Elite Eight. Duke women with a win over North Carolina, 47-37. 3:49 first half here. Raptors front court have it knocked out of bounds. They'll inbound baseline left near side, right in front of the Charlotte bench. Barnes, Pirtle, Walter battle quickly on the floor for Toronto in the black shirts, moving right to left. Pirtle in the lane, lays it in. Scotty patiently waited for all the screens and the confusion to take place before he found Pirtle.
Yeah, you had Battle and you had you had Battle and you had Emmanuel quickly coming off screens, and the patience Scotty had with the basketball, the timing is Pirtle rolled to the basket after those screens were all set.
Charlotte front court. Curry swings it into the corner. Salon to Williams. Got to shoot it. Got it. Mark Williams steps out and trotting back like he does it every day. Knocked in a 20.
You give him that shot 10 out of 10 times again, because the Raptors did a good job of rotating, forcing the extra pass, and he had that shot with about a second on the clock.
Pirtle in the lane with a behind-the-back pass, a nifty one from Quickly. Gets it up and down, 44-38. Raptors by 6, under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Charlotte in the mint green, coming left to right. Salon gets it to Seth Curry near side, drive, kicks it to Williams in the lane for the dunk. One Dookie to another, 44-40. Raptors up by 4. Front court, Barnes to Quickly. Back to Barnes, mid-post extended, far side. Post up on the back down, into the lane. The floater no good, rebound knocked away. Scotty and Darko palm skyward, arms outstretched, saying, where's the foul? No call. Seth Curry near side to Nick Smith Jr. Works far side, left wing, down the lane, turnaround jumper short, rebound to Barnes. Scotty, front court, works to the far elbow, lobs it to Pirtle, kicks it out to Battle, wide open look at a three. Battle no good. Under 2 minutes, first half, 44-40, Toronto. Bridges up top, been quiet tonight. Misses a three as it rattles in and out. Here comes Quickly, front court. Minute 35 to go, Raptors up 4. Quickly floater, no good. Rebound knocked away. And Charlotte will walk it over the timeline. Smith, far side, left wing. On the dribble, Quickly hounding him. Smith into the lane. Gets it to Williams, near elbow, right side. Squares on Pirtle. Shot clock running down. Smith got to bomb it and knocks it down. That was one of those, no time to think, I got to shoot it.
Those are usually the best ones.
44-43, lead cut to 1. Raptors with the ball in the lead. Barnes near side, 3 in the air, no good. Runs down his rebound, gets to the tin, and what do they call? Scotty bumped by Seth Curry, and Scotty's going to get a couple of free throws. Barnes tonight, 9 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. First free throw, good for Scotty.
In his young career, right, 24, a team high rather, 24 double-doubles, 1 triple-double this season, and on 77 career double-doubles, 8th in team franchise history.
Second free throw good by Scotty, knocks down 2. And the Raptors lead 46-43. Front court. Here comes Simpson. And he's fouled.
Scotty came. Walter matched up on him right at the half-court line. Scotty came from across the right side of the floor to blitz him. And Simpson Jr., just smart, keeping the dribble low, draws the foul.
Simpson on the bounce, near side, right wing. On Walter, into the lane. Stops. Still in the lane. Turns, floats it up and in. If they call the 3 seconds, that doesn't go.
I'm not sure if his pivot foot stayed.
Well, I was looking
grounded.
for a 3 second. You were looking for a travel. Could have been either one.
Yeah, could have went either way.
Front court. Raptors with a 46-45 lead. Last shot time, 10 seconds. Jacoby Walter, jumper good for 3 in the bottom of the well. 49-45 Toronto. Front court. Here comes Simpson. Double team. Gets it to Williams. Fall away jumper good.
He's had 2 of those.
Williams.
Clock winding down, and you get the ball, you get to get in your bag a bit. Probably not what you expect from him, but when that clock's winding down, Jonesy, magical things happen.
49-47, Toronto by 2. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewinberg up next with halftime. It's a 2-point Raptor lead at recess. You listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito. My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century. That's how Gary fans, and we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
When you get a Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and class-leading safety included, it's like you also get a Subaru that comes with your very own golf club holder, stadium parking navigator, a basketball team transporter, a remote cottage finder, a beaver spotter, a coach hauler, bear country guide, a family road trip carrier, a muddy road controller, extreme wind stabilizer, plus a... And we're out of time. Subaru is the multi-tool that masters every unpredictable weather condition. Visit your local Subaru dealer for great lease and finance options.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They can help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-288-4991. That's 1-800-288-4991. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-288-4991. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-288-4991. Ontario license number 4705786.
A 19-year-old girl was kidnapped. I'm gonna bring her home. Jason Statham is a working man. Where's the girl? You a cop? You wish I was a cop. From the director of The Beekeeper. This is human trafficking. You do this, you better go full on.
Is that a grenade?
Yep. You ain't a cop. You're a working man. That's right. Time to get to work. A Working Man. Now playing only in theaters.
The Sephora Savings Event is almost here.
Stop. Already?
Yep. And let me tell you, everything's about to be on sale.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
So, Tatcha?
Yes.
And Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez?
Yep.
What about Ilia and Caudalie and K18?
Yes, yes, yes!
Beauty Insiders, everything you want is on sale during the Sephora Savings Event. Rouge members get early access on April 4th, and VIBN Insiders start saving on April 8th. Offers end April 14th. Shop in-store or online at Sephora.ca.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And have a 2-point lead at the half, 49-47 over Charlotte. Welcome to Raptors at the half, Tangerine Raptors basketball, live from Scotiabank Arena. Jim Taddy and Warren Ward high above the action. Josh Lewinberg courtside. Warren, I mean, that was a dreadful quarter. 27-17, they were outscored. The Raptors had control of this. What happened?
I think Charlotte just started to play better. You know, they made shots. They moved the ball down, and I think Mark Williams had his hands all over that. Second quarter. I thought the Raptors started off the game really well. 12-point lead at the end of the first. Second quarter, they just got outplayed. Simple as that. I don't think there's anything special. The Raptors had more attempts. They've had 53 shots already at half. They didn't really get out in transition, and one thing they did do was they turned them over. They just haven't capitalized on those turnovers. So Toronto's not playing poorly. They do have a 2-point lead, but Charlotte just played better in that second quarter. I think a lot of the loose balls, there was a lot of balls that were bouncing on the rim. And a lot of those, whether they went in or came off the rim, Charlotte ended up getting the possession back. And Charlotte also made some threes at the end of the shot clock, and they were able to convert. And that's something that they just did a better job of in the second quarter.
Yeah, sort of role reversal, because the Raptors had a good first quarter and Charlotte would have liked a replay on that one.
That's right.
Josh Pirtle, 8 rebounds, 12 assists. He is the most points of the Raptors at the half. I don't recall ever saying that.
Yeah, well, we talked about the 3 regular starters that are in the lineup for the Raptors tonight before the game, and I thought all 3 of them were really good in the first half, and that's the whole idea, as we talked about, of getting them out together, getting them on the floor together, getting them those reps. Pirtle, fantastic, as you mentioned, but Scotty Barnes with 11 points. Emmanuel quickly came out firing, 9 points, 6 assists. So the 3 of them together are working really well. Now, at the same time, IQ had a bit of a wild behind-the-back pass to Scotty on the break that went out of bounds. Looked like he was channeling his inner Nikola Jokic there. Maybe got a little bit too cute with the pass. So again, that's why you want to get them those extra reps, get them that extra experience together. And right now, those 3 players carrying the offense for this Raptors team, I mean, they're really struggling to score, especially in the second quarter there, as you guys mentioned. And that's what it's come down to here. I mean, Charlotte is the second worst offensive team in the league, and it looks like it's almost contagious right now for the Raptors. They're shooting a lot of threes, which is a bit uncharacteristic for them. They've hit 7 of them, which is more than Charlotte has hit, but Charlotte's shooting 39%, the Raptors 28%. That's what happens when you've taken 25 threes. Nearly half the Raptors' field goal attempts have been from beyond the arc. Now, kind of mixed feelings about this, and I'm sure Darko would say the same thing. He wants these guys to be aggressive with the shot, especially guys like Quickly and Walter. They're actual three-point shooters, but at the same time, you have to find a balance there. The Raptors haven't been able to really attack the rim. They've only gotten to the line 4 times, so those are the things that you want to see from them more in the second half.
Warren, you gave me a basketball 101 on Battle, who's played 12 minutes, doesn't have a point, but is making his point by how he plays.
Well, it's the floor spacing, right? I mean, he's, like I said, I told you, he's a specialist. And when you have someone who can shoot the ball like that, defenders have to stay honest, meaning they can't cheat off him because he's just so deadly. And, the fact that he can shoot the ball, it allows other players the opportunity to get that extra step that they need. So if you look at most of the time he's in the corner, whatever side he's on, the defender's literally glued to him. In this case, it's usually Green. He's usually glued to him, which then leaves the other 4 players, the other 8 players on the floor, defenders included. It allows them to play a little bit more of like a 2-on-2 type of style. And the first play, I know quickly got blocked, but the lane was wide open, and Green couldn't help off because he's guarding Battle, and that's a scouting report. They say all he does is shoot, so you want to take that away, because once he starts making 1 and 2, then everything else even opens up even more. So him scoring is actually just another bonus, but it's his effectiveness of being on the floor. Now this is not the comparison at all, but the same effect Curry has on Golden State with other players just being more open because of his movement.
Yeah.
Battle's the same way. You have to guard Battle. You have to take away his ability to go ahead and shoot threes. Obviously, Steph Curry's a different worldly caliber of player, but if you watch Steph Curry, just when he comes off of a staggered screen, the way the defense and all the eyes are shifted towards him, other players are able to score once they recognize that, and it's no different with Battle.
What a great statement for an undrafted first-year player that he gets that attention. Josh, we spent a lot in the pregame talking about the defense, and really that's where this has to start again. It has to restart the defense in the third quarter, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And Warren mentioned this earlier, some of the threes that Charlotte is getting late in the clock. Like, those are backbreakers, and it's frustrating, especially when you've defended pretty well over the course of a 24-second possession, and then all of a sudden in the last second or two the other team hits a three. But that's why you've got to complete those defensive possessions, and you hear coaches talk about it all the time, whether it's boxing out and getting the rebound, not allowing second shot opportunities, or just simply guarding until the buzzer goes or until the shot goes up. And a lot of the Hornets' looks at the end of the clock have actually been pretty clean looks. It's not like they're hitting tough shots, they're just getting good shots later in the possession. So the Raptors have to really complete their defensive possessions and find a way to put points on the board, because offense, as I mentioned earlier, has been a bit of a struggle here so far.
Josh, thanks very much. Tonight's first half stats are driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. The one stat that just jumps off the page, three-point shooting, not that the percentage is low, but there's 25 attempts by the Raptors. Uncharacteristic, hit for 7. And on the other side of the court, the Hornets are 5 of 13, hitting for 38.5%. Other stats of relevance here, turnovers for points. The Hornets have turned it over 10 for 10. The Raptors turned it over 2 for 5. Rebound, second chance points, the Hornets 4 for 10, the Raptors 8 for 10. The other number that's kind of alarming to me, assists, which is what the Raptors usually do well. The Hornets have 14 and 19 buckets. The Raptors have 13 on 20. So that number's a little low for me for the Raptors. How do they fix this? I mean, they have the lead, but how do they push back?
2 words: play harder. That's as simple as that. I mean, I know that's not as elaborate of an answer, but it's simply that. I mean, the first quarter, I thought they played harder than Charlotte did, and it resulted in a 12-point lead. They got to those loose balls. Yes, the end of shot clock situations where guys make tough shots, that's going to happen. That's basketball, but it's the other intangibles. You can't let Nurkic bully you down low, which is what he was doing, even though he didn't really score. Just he was imposing his will a bit too much. They have to play harder than Charlotte. They have to box out better. Shots are going to come and go, but it's their defense. They can't allow another quarter where someone scores 27-plus points, right?
Yeah.
So can't allow that. You have to keep this team under their averages per quarter. Don't allow them to get comfortable, and as of right now, they look like the more comfortable team. Well, in that second quarter, they did, and let's see who can come out. The first 5 minutes of this quarter are going to be very important.
Quick thought on Swider. What do you think?
Another specialist, another guy that can shoot. I haven't seen a large sample size, so I'm not someone that jumps to conclusions. But obviously, if the Raptors picked him up, they did it for a reason. They believe in his ability, and that's most important. But I think guys who do well in the NBA have a specialty. His is also his ability to shoot the basketball and create space on the floor.
Raptors lead at 49-47 over the Hornets at the half. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Touchdown. Great catch.
Give me a high.
The tournament is here. March Madness is here. The craziness is here. Don't forget, hit that like button down below and share this link out so we can get more basketball fans here in the chat, hanging out with us, cheering on your favorite team.
Clayton steals it and lays it in. Clayton a good look. Hit 6.
Check out our new website, www.torontosportsinsider.com, and check out the link that is in the description as well as in the chat that shows where all of the live viewers are watching from. Are you an insider yet? Have you hit that subscribe button? I bet you have now. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for checking out our Bracket Mania campaign. A lot more coming up soon.
Comer. He drops the They come to the rim. Slam down. The steal at the line. Fielder up high and down hard. And slamming it in his field. To spin Comer looking. Winding up and slapping it down. They're going to compete tomorrow. Haters just haven't been able to do so. Bernard Thompson with a three.
This is what a great scene this is.
Stunning, absolutely stunning.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us.
RaptorsPizza.com. Raptors win the tip, but can't control it. Charlotte, far side, right wing, and we've got a foul called. And it will go against the Raptors. And it'll go on Emmanuel quickly. 7:37, third quarter. Toronto 63, Charlotte 60. Hornets in the mint green. Coming front court, right to left toward Bay Street. Jeffries in the lane, has it stripped out of bounds, off his leg. Toronto basketball. So Toronto does a really nice job, and they will bring it front court. Quickly into the lane. Stutter dribble. Floats it up, no good, but the foul on Jeffries. Man, quickly. Man, he will wear out the clutch on you with the stop and goes and those starts and stops.
You gotta protect them knees when you're defending quickly.
So the Raptors, after being down 60-57, are on a 6-0 run, and Quickly's trying to extend it at the line. Free throw up and down for IQ. He's got 12 to go along with 7 assists, throwing in a rebound to boot. 64-60 Toronto. Lead was 13 at one juncture. But the Hornets have actually come back to lead in this third quarter. Second free throw up and down for Emmanuel Quickly. The Raptors lead 65-60. It's an 8-0 run. 7:18 third quarter. Simpson front court to Bridges. Knocked away by Jacoby Walter on the guard around. Here comes Toronto. Barnes into the corner. Kicks it to Walter up top. Quickly bows for a three and rattles it in the bottom of the well.
Hey, we're getting a little skip. He's having fun. Hey.
And the bench is skipping with them.
Hey.
68-60. It's a 9-0 run for Toronto. Or sorry, an 11-0 run for Toronto. As they take the lead with 7:02 to go, third quarter. We will take a break. You are listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Jan owns a home and a restaurant fusing French and Mexican cuisine. But she is fusing no more because her ovens have gone kaput. She called Alpine Credits, who sent their speedy superhero. With her business loan approved, her ovens were quickly fixed. The hero even had some of her poutine nachos. Yum! Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6081. That's 1-800-353-6081. Again, 1-800-353-6081.
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Cameron Moore courtside. Back at Raptors Central, Owen Hall, producer, Matt Cardadero, technical producer up top. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward. You heard from them with Josh Lewenberg at halftime and Josh Lippa keeping them on the air up there. 7:02 to go. Third quarter, 68-60. Raptors lead Charlotte by 8. Raptors on an 11-0 run after being down 60-57. Charlotte will bring it front court, right to left, toward the Bay Street end of the Scotiabank Arena. Nick Smith Jr. front court, gets it to Simpson. Hounded by Jacoby Walter.
Oh, he's getting into him.
Oh, and they got Jacoby on a foul.
You gotta let him play.
Well,
you gotta let him play, right? He's doing everything. He's moving his feet. He's being active. He's just locked in, and Simpson Jr. didn't really have anywhere to go. As an official, you can't bail him out. You gotta let guys play a bit.
Exactly.
And we're talking about 30 feet out.
And now Simpson gives it right back with a push on Jacoby Walter. Simpson trying to tell David Guthrie, he got you on the cell, but you should have lost the ball a possession before, so let's call it even. 6:47, third quarter. Seth Curry checks in for Simpson. Raptors looking to push the lead into double figures on this trip. Quickly gets it to Barnes, back to Quickly, far side above the arc, left wing. On the hash mark, now right hand to the middle. Three in the air, no good. Rebound, Mark Williams. Here comes Nick Smith Jr. On the bounce, far side, right wing, now left hand back to the middle. Into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound battle. Outlet Quickly, up the left side, far wing. IQ into the lane. Still on the bounce, gets it to Barnes in front of the Raptor bench. Scotty drives, spin, put it up, no good, but is fouled. Great use of the
body.
Yeah, the
frame.
spin, using the body to change directions, to shield the ball. Terrific job by Scotty Barnes. 68-60 Raptors, and they're trying to push the lead to 10. First free throw good from Barnes. Orlando Robinson and Jamal Shed check in. Jonathan Mobo waiting to check in for Barnes. Mobo in. He checked in for Jacoby Walter. And Walter will check back in for Barnes. Scotty misses the free throw. 9-point Raptor lead, 6 minutes to go. Third quarter. Barnes working hard on Bridges. Scotty's on-ball pressure is a thing of beauty if you're a defensive guy. Deep three, Nick Smith Jr., no good. Rebound battle. Fourth rebound of the game for JB. Barnes, three, got it down the bottom of the well for Scotty. 17 for Barnes. Raptors on a 15-0 run to lead 72-60.
If he can get that shot consistent, right? Think about it. At 6'8", how he walked into that shot. He made it look so easy as a rhythm three, walk-in three.
Saloon, no good, near side with a three. Here comes Toronto. 5:20 to go, third quarter, and Scotty dribbled it like a football and turned it over. Back comes Charlotte, and the dunk from Mark Williams. The assist to Nick Smith Jr. 72-62, Toronto by 10. That breaks a 15-0 run. Raptors trying to start another one. Barnes misses a 12-footer left side, right, near side, right wing. Charlotte with the rebound. Front court. Curry on the dribble. On the baseline. Gets it to Bridges. His pass in the lane for Williams. Couldn't handle it. Back comes Battle. Kicks it cross court. Orlando Robinson, shot fake, drive. Little push shot in the lane is good from 10 feet.
He showed you a bit of everything there, right? Dribble off the three-point line, a shot fake, and held the dribble, kept the dribble alive as Scotty Barnes has come back into the play. Then decided, okay, I have enough time, I'm going to get up the floater.
Timeout Toronto. They've got the foul on Jamal Shed. And the Raptors take a timeout. Scotty bent over in front of us. But he will take his time and make his way into the timeout. So we'll take a break. 4:26, third quarter, 74-62 Toronto. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
When you get a Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and class-leading safety included, it's like you also get a Subaru that comes with your very own golf club holder, stadium parking navigator, a basketball team transporter, a remote cottage finder, a beaver spotter, a coach hauler, bear country guide, a family road trip carrier, a muddy road controller, extreme wind stabilizer, plus a... And we're out of time. Subaru is the multi-tool that masters every unpredictable weather condition. Visit your local Subaru dealer for great lease and finance options.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
The Shaw Festival in Niagara-on-the-Lake presents The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, filled with breathtaking battles, mythical creatures, and unforgettable characters. This new adaptation of C.S. Lewis's classic will mesmerize the whole family. Don't miss this epic adventure. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, this season at the Shaw Festival. For tickets, go to shawfest.com.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
4:26, third quarter. Raptors leading Charlotte 74-62. See if Toronto can put some more padding on the lead, Javon. Keeping our eye on the tournament, Ole Miss and Michigan State tied at 61. First half winding down. Tennessee still by 15 over Kentucky. A little more than 14 minutes to go in the second half there, 49-34. On the line, Nick Smith Jr. Man, he must have been taking some heat as an Arkansas guy in that locker room today, man. I don't understand why Cal didn't call the timeout. It was obvious. 74-64. Free throws good. Toronto up 10 coming front court. Left to right. Battle, catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound Diabate. Outlet to Smith Jr. Now to Nurkic. Holding. Far side above the arc to Nick Smith Jr. Drives. Kicks it out to Nurkic. Underneath. Diabate lays it up and in the lane. 74-68 Raptor lead. Or sorry, 74-66 Raptor lead cut to 8. Up top, Shed straight away. Works left, near side. Back to the right. Bunny hop in the lane. Oh, shot. Orlando Robinson got the dump down and
doesn't get enough lift to get off the floor fast enough.
Had it sent back. And they've got a foul on Mobo down low on the post-up by Diabate. 3:25 third quarter. And Moussa Diabate will go to the line for a couple of free throws. First one, no good. Raptors have been kind of on the seesaw here, Javon. Had a big lead, let it slip, actually lost the lead. 15-0 run, get it back. What's your word about consistency? Second free throw good, 74-67. Charlotte cuts it to 7. Walter 3, no good, right on line. Didn't go down. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson to Walter, to a cutting Mobile in the lane. Kick it out. Walter 3 up top, good.
That's great action. Good ball movement and patience.
77-67. Toronto by 10. And the Raptors denying. I mean, they are denying out at the mid-court line. And Charlotte can't move. The pass tipped out of bounds by Toronto. Jacoby Walter checks out with 11 points. Front court, Charlotte, right to left. Nick Smith Jr. in the lane, floats it up, no good. Under heavy pressure from Shed. The rebound put back by Diabate, no good. Here comes Shed on the drive, into the lane, floats it up, no good.
He's so strong.
And they're gonna call a block on Saloon. And Jamal making the motion with the 2 fingers as if to say, give me the basket too.
I want both of them. I need everything. But he's so strong. Knows that Saloon is bigger than him in the transition. Right? Takes that power dribble, but also gets lower than Saloon. And the thing is, low man always wins.
Low man wins.
Low man always wins. And Shed's already a smaller guard, but does a good job of cutting off Saloon's angle, but also just like a bull in a china shop. Just so strong getting to the rack.
2:37 to go. Third quarter. Raptors up 79-67. Shed makes 2 free throws off the bench. The Houston Cougar has 8 points. Nick Smith Jr. front court. Shed right in his kitchen, man. I mean, he is in his stuff. Smith Jr. works around 2 screens. Into the lane, tries to find Nurkic, knocked away. The pressure creates a turnover by Toronto. Shed 3, no good. Rebound Curry.
That defensive possession was all done by Jamal Shed. All done. His pressure in the open court, and Smith Jr. just didn't have any more options after a while.
On the dribble handoff, Smith Jr. misses the 3 from Nurkic.
He's also getting into the one-on-one battle with Jamal Shed right now.
And that's never good.
No.
Personal battle like that?
No, at all. He's gassed, hunched over.
Lawson up top. Into the corner, Mobile, catch and shoot, 3, no good. Runs down his rebound. Kicks it up top. Lawson, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Saloon. 1:40, third quarter, 79-67, Toronto. Nurkic, far side. Right wing above the arc, standing on the edge of the lettering that says Scotiabank Arena. Gets it to Saloon, drives, lays it in, and is fouled by Mobile. And the Frenchman, showing emotion, will go to the line for an extra free throw.
He's coming out of the French Pro A League, Jones. And you look at how he plays, and people underestimate how athletic the LNB is. You know, the French league, the top French league. It is the most athletic league outside of the NBA, and you could just tell by Saloon's adjustment, you know, he looks like he belongs. You know, when you watch his running, you watch his gait, you watch when he takes off, he looks like an NBA athlete.
And the hardest thing is when guys come over internationally, adjusting to the athleticism. I remember Manu Ginobili telling me, I thought I was open when I got to the NBA, and all of a sudden I'm going to shoot it, and the guy's right on me all of a sudden. On the drive, Lawson floats it up and in, going near side to far side, right to left, 81-70 Toronto. Minute 5 to go, third quarter. Nurkic hands it to Seth Curry. Up top, Saloon. Far side. They get it to Nurkic between the rings. Great pass to Smith, who couldn't handle it, was knocked out of bounds. Goes to Toronto. I mean,
he's got to be careful picking up a tech right now. He's chirping at the officials, but he's frustrated, right? He feels like he's getting beat up, but these guys are just getting into him.
Yeah.
Shed, Lawson.
45 seconds, third quarter. Toronto up 11, 81-70. On the bounce, Shed. Cross court. Swider, sidestep three, no good. Rebound, Nurkic. 32 seconds, third quarter. Charles Lee says, we got one possession left, make it a good one. Seth Curry on the logo. Left-hand dribble, knee high. Leans over on the bounce. Now works near side, left wing, stutter dribble. Beats Shed into the lane, floats it up, no good. Diabate had the rebound, had it stripped, he got it back, threw it up and in, and it was fouled. Moussa Diabate will go to the line for one more as he stuck with it on the offensive glass. (81-72). And the Michigan man on the line for one more.
Flirting with a double-double. One rebound shy, 10 points, 9 rebounds.
It's been very quiet, too. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Robinson. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Raptors come front court, left to right. Shed down to the baseline, bounces off Smith, floats it up and in. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Got the two, and the Raptors will take an 83-72 lead to the last lap of the track. Toronto wins that quarter by 9 points after being down by 3 at 60-57. Fourth quarter, last lap of the track. When we come back, 83-72 Toronto. You listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000.
Cheers, insiders and basketball fans worldwide. Joe Bowen here, the Hall of Fame voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thanks for joining us for the SickKids Bracket Mania campaign on TSI, making a real difference in our Toronto community. From Toronto to Tokyo, Sudbury to Singapore, TSI is everywhere. Remember, a portion of every game's revenue goes directly to SickKids Hospital. Check out the live viewer map at TorontoSportsInsider.com. Let us know where you're watching from. Let's keep growing this global movement.
You heard the man. Go check the link that you see flying through the chat right now. It's also pinned in the description, and let us know where you're watching from and see where the rest of the world's watching from with us tonight. Good luck to your team.
Don't let homelessness assumptions get in the way of homelessness solutions. Go to CanadaCanDoIt.ca. Help the Canadian Alliance to end homelessness.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Fourth quarter time, 83-72. Raptors lead Charlotte by 11. Last lap of the track, and it's brought to you by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Raptor ball to start the quarter. They'll bring it front court, left to right. Quickly, Barnes, Pirtle, Swider, and Battle. Quickly up top, works near side, right wing. Kicks it to Barnes. Between the circles to Pirtle, far elbow, left side. Now to Quickly. Stutter dribble into the lane, gets it to Pirtle underneath, who lays it in.
That's great touch.
Light
great
work.
Ball handling and great float of a pass by Quickly to Pirtle, who's been a beneficiary of a number of those plays today. 22 points for him on 11 or 13 shooting to go along with 10 rebounds.
Big double-double from Jakob Poeltl. Raptors push the lead to as large as it's been all night at 13-70, 85-72. But Seth Curry back with a mid-range jumper cuts it to 85-74. Poeltl to quickly stop and shoot three, bang in the bottom of the well.
You mentioned the connection earlier between both of those guys, and last possession before Poeltl gets the little lob pass and gets a two. Now defense goes under, he flips it right back to Quickly, who walks into his three for another one on the night. 5 for 8 from the three-point line for Emmanuel Quickly. 19 points, 8 assists.
And he peels back there with the pass along the baseline from Saloon, headed towards Bridges. IQ cracks back, peels back, knocks it out of bounds, so it'll stay with Charlotte. And I'm going to have to start checking the notes at the next commercial to make sure I have it right. Raptors could be approaching a season low with only 3 turnovers. Bridges on the inbound gets wide open and floats it up and in. 10.5 to go in the game. Raptors up 88-76. Barnes in the lane. Banged into Bridges, got hit in the eye, stopped. His pass out was intercepted. The only issue is Simpson missed the wide open layup. Toronto defending. Nurkic in the lane, floats it up, no good. Tips it up, no good twice. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Charlotte. Raptors leading 88-76. 10:03 to go. Fourth quarter. Seth Curry, far side on the bounce, into the lane. Floats it up, no good. Rebound. Nurkic can't squeeze it, out of bounds. As it was knocked away by Toronto, it'll stay with Charlotte. .9:55, fourth quarter. Nurkic tees up a three and knocks it down. 88-79, Raptors by 9. Barnes in the lane to Poeltl, floated up and in. Hey Charlotte, you better cover him. 24 for Yak.
He's going to have a 30-10 night on all floaters. He hasn't done nothing special, no post touch, just get him to rock on those little pocket passes, and he's putting it up.
Raptors up 90-79. Seth Curry kick out. Miles Bridges three, no good. Long rebound knocked away. Simpson off to Bridges, now to Curry. Drives on Barnes, gets into the lane, floated up, no good. Rebound Poeltl. Here comes Toronto. Barnes on the run, drives at Saloon, kicks it out. Swider into the lane. Foul line jumper is good by Cole Swider.
That's a big time shot, right? Curry cut him off. He took the contact, absorbed it, and stayed balanced enough that he can get up into his shot and create a little bit of space.
Bridges, three, far side, no good. Rebound tipped away by Poeltl, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Charlotte. Timeout on the floor. Oh, no? Well, there is a timeout because we've got a review.
Green light special.
The green light special. 92-79.
Rule on the floor is Toronto ball being challenged now by Charlotte.
When we come back, Raptors by 13, 8:39 to go, fourth quarter. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties, the porch hangs. to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuss shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
A 19-year-old girl was kidnapped. I'm gonna bring home. Jason Statham is a working man. Where's the girl? You a cop? You wish I was a cop. From the director of The Beekeeper. This is human trafficking. When you do this, you better go full on.
Is that a grenade?
Yep. You ain't a cop. You're a working man. That's right. Time to get to work. A Working Man. Now playing only in theaters.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
92-79. Raptors up. 8:39 to go, fourth quarter. We were looking at the out-of-town scoreboard in the break, and the Clippers are all over the Brooklyn Nets like a bad smell. Kawhi Leonard, 33 points. And, hey, just ask anybody in Toronto what happens when that cat's healthy and he decides he wants the ball.
If he's healthy, he becomes a top 5 player in the league right away.
Our colleague Kendrick Perkins on ESPN's First Take this morning said the Clippers could be the second or third best team in the West. I'm not so sure about that, but I know I get a lot braver if I got them on the floor with Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. And then Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy can coach defense, man. They got a great coaching staff. Brian Shaw, Dante Jones, Larry Drew, former head coaches. Charlotte ball, front court. Simpson misses the 3-ball. Back come the Raptors. Scotty up top. Works near side, right wing. Raptors in the black, moving left to right. Quickly, down to Barnes, posted on Simpson. Oh, big boy ball, gets to the hoop, and Nurkic comes over to help and fouls him.
Yeah, there's no choice, right? Scotty gets him on the block and doesn't look for the post up. His sweep, dips the shoulder, and you have to do one of two things there, right? Move your feet and then try and stand Scotty Barnes up, which is going to be impossible, right? Maybe you have a chance of moving your feet laterally, but then you got to be able to take contact from him and contest the shot, and he's 6'8". You don't stand a chance.
Forget it. In the words of a character in a famous movie, forget about it. 8:16 to go in the ball game. 93-79 Toronto. Barnes with the first free throw, good. He's got 18, 6, and 6. Second one, no good. Rebound to Charlotte. Nick Smith Jr. over the midcourt line, gets it to Bridges, near side, left wing. On the bounce, back to Saloon. In the lane against Swider. Dribbles it out to the three-point arc in front of the bench. Now to Nurkic. Back to Bridges. Drives, lays it up and in. Nice move by Bridges.
Well, you look at how much it took for him to get that basket when Scotty Barnes matched up on him, right? The right to left crossover, getting into paint, acrobatic shot.
Scotty turnaround jumper over Bridges, no good. 93-81 Toronto. 7:35 to go, fourth quarter. We approach the top of the stretch. On the bounce, Bridges far side against Pirtle. Gets in the lane, the floater up, no good. Rebound to Pirtle. Front court, quickly on the run, kicks to the corner. Swider three is in the bottom of the well. 96-81, Raptors by 15, largest lead of the game. 7:05 to go, fourth quarter. Bridges, near side, right hand to the middle. Kicks it to Nick Smith Jr., his 3-ball no good. Rebound, Saloon, crashes, lays it in, and Darko doesn't like that, calls a timeout.
I'll tell you, Saloon again, I'm really impressed with him, right? You look at him, his numbers on the board, 12 points, 12 rebounds, but he looks like one of the better athletes on the floor, right? Really good job with his athleticism and energy.
Timeout on the floor, 6:55 to go. 96-83. Toronto by 13. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch. Give me a high five. 5 minutes later. Interception. Awesome play. Give me a high five. 2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives. I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it would be too difficult or time-consuming? Then it's time to try Babbel. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. So with just 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking in a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel, language for life. Right now, Babbel is offering radio listeners 55% off their subscription. Visit babbel.com/radio. That's BABBEL.com/radio for 55% off.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
96-83. Toronto leading Charlotte with 6:55 to go. Fourth quarter. The Spartans of Michigan State advance to the Elite Eight with a 73-70 win over the Ole Miss Rebels. Kentucky trailing Tennessee 66-50. 6.5 to go. The Wildcats better make a run or else their season will end tonight too. Right now, Toronto brings it front court left to right. Shed to Robinson. Out there with Walter, Battle, and Mobo. Walter into the corner. Mobo drives into the lane. Stops. Gets it to Walter down the baseline. Kick out pass deflected and intercepted. Here comes Josh Green. Works along the top to the far side to Seth Curry. And we've got a foul on Mobo. Freedom of movement, they call him with a block, like a football block. Darko's going to challenge it. A judgment like that away from the ball, I don't know how you can you win that? We'll keep it here.
Toronto is challenging the defensive personal foul called on Walter.
All right, so let's see what Darko has to say with this challenge. .6:28 to go, fourth quarter. We're hoping to get a look at it too. Right now, all we can see are the officials talking to Secaucus. Let's see if the challenge is successful by Darko. Oh, well, incidental contact, really. Mobo was trying to get under the screen. If anything, Mark Williams moved in an attempt to make it look like he was rolling to the basket. I'd make that an offensive foul, if nothing else. I'd overturn that. Mobo's not at fault in any way. He was guarding the ball. David Guthrie puts the headset back on, as does Jason Goldenberg. I think Darko's got a legit beef here. .6:28 to go in the ball game. Raptors up 96-83. Here's the call.
After replay review, there's clear and conclusive evidence that Williams is moving illegally as he dislodges Mobo. So the call is overturned to an offensive foul for an illegal screen. The challenge is successful. Toronto will get their timeout back. Play will resume with Toronto ball on the sideline.
I was kind of unable to discern, and they're going to overturn the call and call it on Mark Williams. That's what I thought. I mean, it was a moving screen, basically. So they turn it around. A good challenge by Darko. 96-83, Raptors leading. And instead of giving up a foul, they get the ball back. Shed brings it over the midcourt line. 6:15 to go in the game. And Jacoby Walter knocked on his wallet as Jeffries tried to get through the screen and laid out Walter. 6:13, 13 seconds from top of the stretch and rounding for home. Raptors leading 96-83. Robinson to Walter. In the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Mark Williams. Front court, Curry. Right wing, far side to Williams, back to Curry. Stutter dribble, finds Smith Jr. Up top to Curry. Hop and a skip on the dribble. Step back three, no good. Rebound, Toronto, no. Charlotte. Josh Green, corner three, no good. Rebound, Shed. Runs right past Nick Smith Jr. and misses the layup. They try to bounce it off Jacoby Walter, and Jacoby dances out of the way and hits his foot and goes right to Shed for the lay-in. 98-83, Raptors by 15, biggest lead of the game. Smith to Williams in the lane, floated up and in. Tough running bank shot by Mark Williams. Jacoby Walter, front court. Gets it to Shed. Now to Battle, far side, left wing, drive and lay it in. Nice move by JB. 15-point lead restored for Toronto. 185-440 to go in the game. Smith Jr. down to the baseline, far side. Pull up, 12-footer, no good. Rebound, Mobo. Quick outlet to Shed. His shot blocked from behind by Josh Green. 4:25 to go. Charlotte down 15, front court. Jeffries, three is good. Still punching. Charlotte down 100-88. 4:10 to go. Shed to Walter. Dribble handoff, Battle to Shed straight away. Drives left, far side. Weaves into the lane, floats it up and in. 3:50 to go. 102-88 Toronto. Shed all over Nick Smith Jr. and they got a 8-second violation, and Shed holds his hands up close to his mouth.
He gets so much joy by playing defense and sitting in his chair and just being disruptive. Look at him right now. He's celebrating, high-fiving Jacoby Walter. Mobile, the whole bench is up. He's gassed, bent over.
Give me that kid that loves to play defense, man.
That is something. When you talk about guys and things that you can't teach guys, no coach can teach them, that's one of those intangibles right there. Right, look at
you just got to want that
passion and joy that he's playing defense with. It's not going to show up in the box score. It's not going to show up as a 20-point game or 30-point game.
Warren, give me a wave if you agree with this next point. One of the guys that nobody wants to see is when you square with the ball and you know you're confident, but there's a dude sitting in his chair clapping his hands at you and he's in a stance. You're like, oh squat, man, I'm going to have to work for this food. Am I right, Warren? Yeah, Warren gave us the high side. You know it, Javon. You turn and you square up and you look a man in his eye and you're ready to give him your best move, and he's in his chair with his palms up and he's looking at you down low saying, all right, bring it. Come on with it.
Come with it.
Come with it.
God forbid he claps the floor, claps his hands and claps the court, hikes the shorts up. Oh, boy. We're in for a night. And he's smaller than you. Warren, you know those guards that get under you.
Well, when Muggsy Bogues was with the Raptors,
I'm moving the ball.
Every time he did that, the guy with the ball would just pitch it ahead. Like, I'm not touching this.
I don't got time for this.
Doc Rivers, head coach
in scoring position.
Doc Rivers, head coach in Milwaukee, told me once he was playing against Muggsy, he turned and he was right up underneath him. He's like, man, he goes, Coach, just let somebody else bring it up tonight. Shed with the ball after the great defense. They get it in the lane to Robinson. Orlando stripped. Here comes Jeffries on the drive. Gets it to Green. Lay it up and in. Far side. 102-90. And they've got a foul on Robinson trailing the play. So a chance for a three-point opportunity. And Charlotte still breathing. 102-91, 3:25 to go. Shed, front court. On the bounce, near side, right wing above the arc to Battle. Back to Shed. On the logo, couple steps inside center, straight away. Works right, near side to Battle. Three in the air, no good. Rebound Robinson, kick out. Jacoby Walter. Far pocket, up top to Shed. Raptors will run offense. Shed to Battle. Catch and shoot. Three, no good. Rebound Mark Williams. Couple of good looks for Battle. Didn't go down. He's 0 of 5 tonight, only 1 of 7 on the evening. Simpson, front court. Raptors all over him. And we got a foul as Salon tries to drive from the far side with the left hand to the middle. And the foul will go on Battle. 102-91. 2:32 to go. Fourth quarter. Floor's a little wet. They're going to get it mopped up. Referee C.J. Washington on the recognition. So Charlotte will inbound right side, far wing. Jeffries gets it into Simpson. Back to Jeffries straight away on Battle. Works with the screen from Williams. Kicks it back out. Simpson three, no good. Rebound, Mobo. Down the stretch we come. Raptors up. 102-91. Shed. Deep three. Got it. Down the bottom of the well for Jamal Shed. 105-91. Raptors looking to knock Charlotte out right now. Bridges into the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Toronto. Shed has it, front court. On the drive, kicks it out. Battle on the run. Loses the handle, saves it, but it goes to Charlotte. Bridges ahead of the pack to a trailing Williams for the dunk. 105-93, 12-point lead for Toronto. A score here, a score and a stop, and you can Put this one in the fridge and close the door. Shed, 3, no good. Here comes Bridges up the far side. Right wing, drives all the way to the hoop. Great pass to Williams for the jam. The lead is 10. Minute 20 to go.
Chipping away.
I'll say it again, a score and a stop. Hasn't changed for Toronto. They lead 105-95. Minute 10 to go. Shed in the lane. Kick out. Orlando Robinson 3 bucket. Down the bottom of the well. There's the score. 108-95. Under a minute to go. Simpson drives, floats it up, no good, but Mark Williams, man, he can clean it up. 3 straight dunks.
You can see what the Los Angeles Lakers were thinking.
Yeah. 108-97. Raptor ball front court. Walter to Robinson to Shed. Shot clock at 5. Jamal shakes, pull up, jumper on a line, no good. Rebound Saloon. Under 30 seconds to go. Raptors up. Bridges 3 up top, no good. Rebound off Mobile, out of bounds. Charlotte ball, 16.7 to go. Raptors going to get this one. Bridges, jumper, no good. Saloon underneath to Bridges. 8 seconds to go. Another 3, no good. Rebound to Shed, and that'll do it. Shed in a trap, has to bounce it off one of the Hornets on the sideline. But it's not going to matter. Raptors inbound and run out the clock. 108-97. Toronto wins it over Charlotte. Win number 27 on the season for Toronto.
You know, the difference in this game, Josie, they got off to a really good start in the first quarter, right? 32 points there and held Charlotte to 20. But everybody was just grooving, right? Moving the basketball. And they got Jakob Poeltl engaged early in the game with those lob passes and around the rim, the short jumpers that we have. We have a good friend of mine, Jermaine Buckner, assistant coach with Charlotte Hornets here, just walking by and saying hello. But we're going to be joined by Jacoby Walter.
Jacoby with a nice game tonight. 11 points, a couple of rebounds, and an assist. Jacoby, you're getting opportunity now. You look to be more and more comfortable. To say the game is slowing down for you and you're getting a better read on the NBA game with more reps, is that a fair statement?
100%. My teammates trust me, my coaches trust me. They keep encouraging me, so the more I go out there, the more confidence I build, and then I think it's showing.
Jacoby, where do you feel the most improvement in your game, right? You've had 3 quarters of a season right now, from the beginning of the season until now.
I say just my pace, figuring out the pace of the game. I think defensively I really picked it up, knowing that I'm a young guy, energetic, can affect the game in multiple ways, so just guard. And then I think just offensively, playmaking, just finding my teammates.
All of you guys are doing that, it seems like, Jacoby. Darko's always preached that ball pressure, defense, and it seems to be working out more and more. You guys are on a nice little run here at the end of the year.
Yeah, you know, we've been preaching it ever since training camp from day one, ball pressure. We knew that a goal of ours was to be a top defensive team, and I think after an All-Star break, we've really shown that, what we're capable of doing.
And as, you know, we're in the thick of March Madness right now, right? And in the season of that, just for some of the young listeners, what do you find are some of the major differences between the college game for you and the NBA game?
Definitely the pace of the game. I think knowing that it's .5 basketball, you got to make quick decisions, a lot more space, better players, so 100% you got to guard too.
Does it make it easier to score?
I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely harder to score. Everybody up here kind of guards, so it's hard to score, but I think the more reps you get, it'll come to you.
No small brother state or two-direction you, huh?
Not at all.
All right, Jacoby, nice job.
Appreciate
Keep it
y'all.
going, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Jacoby Walter joining us. Raptors win it 108-97. Jim Taddy up next with Warren Ward on the postgame. For all of us, Matt Cardadero, Owen Hall back at Raptors Central, Josh Lippa up top looking after Warren Ward, Jim Taddy and Josh Lewinberg, and Cameron Moore down here with us. We say thank you for listening. Raptors win it 108-97. This has been Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Good night from the floor of Scotiabank Arena.
At Honda, we take pride in building the CR-V Sport here in Allison.
The tournament is here. March Madness is here. The craziness is here. Don't forget, hit that like button down below and share this link out so we can get more basketball fans here in the chat, hanging out with us, cheering on your favorite team.
Clayton steals it and lays it in. Clayton a good look. Hit 6.
Check out our new website, www.torontosportsinsider.com, and check out the link that is in the description as well as in the chat that shows where all of the live viewers are watching from. Are you an insider yet? Have you hit that subscribe button? I bet you have now. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for checking out our Bracket Mania campaign. A lot more coming up soon.
Comer. They're going to compete. Haters just haven't been able to do so. Bernard Thompson with a 3.
This is on play. What a great scene this is.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us.
Straight games for him over 16 plus seasons. Illness, fatigue, and the traveling schedule of a pro athlete didn't matter for Cal Ripken Jr. He could do it all, and he was part of baseball history every time he took the field. His teammates, coaches, friends, family, they all knew he was determined to play every day until he was satisfied with his performance. Baseball is a game of frustration and failure in many ways. As a hitter, you fail 7 out of 10 times, so you have to deal with failure quite a bit, and that's one of the keys to having long-term success, he said. For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Friday, March the 28th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Columbus Blue Jackets face the Vancouver Canucks. Jackets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 927, Canucks on Internet 948. 7 p.m., Florida Panthers take on the Utah Hockey Club. Panthers on XM219 Internet 931, Utah on Internet 947. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the Montreal Canadiens. Hurricanes on XM220 Internet